Generation X was dubbed the MTV Generation very early in the 80s after MTV was released because we embraced MTV and we loved our MTV and we wanted our MTV. But it wasn't just music or MTV that we embraced. So I don't think the MTV Generation is a proper depiction of Generation X as a whole. If I had to describe Generation X, I would describe us as the pop culture generation because we embraced pop culture as a whole and made it what it is today. Everything from music to TV to movies to video games. We embraced all of those, and the popularity among Gen X made them grow and grow to what they are today. Look at the movies and TV. Before the 80s, yes, there were kids that had starring roles in TV shows or TV shows that revolved around kids, such as The Brady Bunch or The Partridge Family or Dennis the Menace or Leave It to Beaver. But for the most part, TV shows targeted adults. Movies targeted adults. And you saw a shift in the 80s where movies and TV started to target Generation X. If you look at things like The Outsiders, Lost Boys, Goonies, you have all the Brat Pack movies. You have full feature cartoons that were released like American Tail and Land Before Time. All of these movies targeting Gen X and then later starring Gen X. Hollywood really targeted and embraced Gen X, and Gen X in turn embraced Hollywood. And then you look at video games. We made the video game industry what it is today because, again, we embraced the video game, starting all the way back with the Magnavox video game console and Atari. Pong was a little bit before our time, but we did play Pong on the Atari. And then we made that so popular that they're like, hey, how can we make this better? So they came out with the Nintendo and other 8-bit video game consoles. And then they're like, oh my God, they love this. Let's make it better. So we started seeing the 16-bit graphics and then the 32-bit graphics. And then it just kept increasing to where we are today with the PlayStation and other disc-related consoles where the graphics, they look so real, you don't know if you're watching a movie or a video game. Gen X did that. You're welcome. But anyways, the MTV Generation, as I said, is not a proper depiction of Generation X. We are the pop culture generation.
We are Gen X.